So we're heading down to Peaches, which is a large yard sale on in Georgia. We're staying on the coast near Brunswick. We'll show you the Airbnb when we get there. We got Willow in the car, boop, right there. We got Kayla in a gas station getting some drinks. And I'm filling up the Tahoe with some gas because it is about a 4-hour drive, I think, 4.5-hour drive. It's gonna be an easy drive. We were just down there not too long ago near Hilton Head. I don't think this is that far away from, I think it's like Jekyll Island area. I don't know, we've never been. We're super excited to go, so we're gonna hit the road. Look at this Airbnb, it's gigantic. And you would think, well, why did you rent such a big Airbnb with only 2 of you and a dog? Because it was the cheapest one we could find in the area. I think a lot of places were probably, look how big this place is. It's got like a 3-car garage. We've got an RV, and it's right on the water, so we'll take you outside real quick. And you probably said, well, why would you do that? You know, rent such a big place. The cheapest, because we actually rented this place late for the Peaches to Beaches. So I'm thinking a lot of other places were already booked up. These places, like out of the 127, you have to go ahead and get your stuff early. We're gonna go in here. All right, so we're outside. Check and look at this view. Now, this is one of the only ones that don't have a dock. So we don't have a dock out to the water. Maybe I can pay this guy like 20 bucks to walk out there or something, just kidding. But I got a nice little fenced in yard for Willow, little pit down there for the fire. This is real nice. Got a swing right there. But let's be honest, we're here to work. So we're gonna go hit a couple more thrift stores. All right, as you know, we are actually at the Peaches to Beaches yard sale in Georgia. We're close to Brunswick, and it's just been super, super awesome. If you want to see that footage, go ahead and go over to the Bearded Thrift Machine channel. That's going to be where you see all the footage of us going to yard sales and everything like that. We're back at the Airbnb, super nice Airbnb. Actually, I know that a lot of y'all wanted to know where we stayed in Beaufort. It was a nice place, don't get me wrong, but the pictures didn't match where we were staying. Like, we got there and it wasn't really that good. This one's completely different. If y'all want to know, I'll do a little tour of where we are. And if y'all want to know, we would definitely link this Airbnb down below because this is super, super nice. It's in a really nice, quiet neighborhood. It's close to downtown historic Brunswick, and it's like pretty far away from Jessup because that's where we're going tomorrow. But it's in a nice little community is what I'm saying. The water is directly behind you, and I'll go ahead and show you that here in a second. But first, I want to go over some wood solds because my idea this time to actually sell some stuff, because we didn't do that well on away mode prior to the other place that we went to. When we went down to Beaufort, we didn't sell that much. So this time I did a actual sale on the store the exact same time that we went to away mode. So we actually have been selling some pretty decent stuff. So on away mode so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I usually don't show the sold comps because I hold up the item. I'm gonna go ahead and show the sold comps on some of these. We did sell a Penn Z04Z body, that was just the body for parts, $12 plus shipping. Then we did sell a Duluth Trading Flex Dry On Gray Cargo Pants, $27 plus shipping. The big sale, who remembers that Michael Elkin Burlwood trinket box? Large, it was just like this really neat trinket box. We picked it up at the Goodwill, I think for $5, no more than 10 bucks, I'll tell you that, because I think it was actually $3.99, $4.99. That video was obviously on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel, and we thought it was really cool. We didn't know it was actually from this guy named Michael Elkin. It was actually on the bottom. We missed it while we were there. I know what burlwood looks like, so I was like, that's burlwood. That's probably worth at least a couple bucks. Turns out it was worth $269.10 worth of dollars, which is pretty much insane. So it sold $269.10 plus shipping on that one. We have a ton of Legos that we picked up like a year ago, and we've been just neglecting to list these things because they were in baggies. They were definitely incomplete. I wasn't going to put them all together. They're not vintage. They were like Disney, Elves, and Harry Potter, and there's some other stuff in there. So you know what I did? I put them all in big lots. I said they were incomplete. Some of them, sorry, there are a lot of gnats down here in Georgia. A lot of them were in like baggies with the actual manual, but it definitely looked like there was not enough. It just was incomplete, and that's how I listed it. I listed 20 pounds of this stuff, incomplete sets. I listed for $150. It sold like instantaneously, $150 plus shipping. I'll take that because I have a ton more to go through. Like, when I say a ton, we have 3 bins full of this stuff, and that was just a half of a bin. So if you think about it, 150, each bin's worth 300 bucks. I probably have $1,200 in Legos, and we'll get that up fast. We had a Nautica Puffer embroidered flag jacket sale, $63 plus shipping. The Moen tub spout sold for $14.40. and I want to talk about that sale here in a second. Then we did have a pair of Red Wing Irish Setter Hunter boots, $31.50 plus shipping. Then the next thing, quantity of 2, the Moen tub spout sold $28.80. It's funny when you have a multi-quantity listing, when one sells, I kid you not, be ready for some other ones to sell. They've been sitting forever in our store, probably around 6 months to 8 months. Immediately when one sold, we sold the next 2 within the next day. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if they pushed out because they were like, you know what, that is a good deal. And then eBay pushes your stuff out, then they sold. They have a good sell-through rate. We picked those up for like $3 at the Goodwill. I like picking up Moen parts because they're like made of gold now. They're super expensive. These are just tub spouts that are made of chrome. They're selling for $14 plus shipping. We had vintage Sparta ratchet and breaker bar, 1/4 inch, so that's the small ones, about that big. They sold for $26.99 plus shipping. Then we had a vintage Second Armory Division hat sell, $11. All clad 10-inch skillet sell for $16 plus shipping. A Proto 23mm metric combination wrench, $19.80 plus shipping. A Polo Ralph Lauren track suit like top zip up sold for $22.50 plus shipping. And an LL Bean shorts sell. They are UPF 50. I feel like clothing would be more than UPF 50, considering that the sun most likely can't get through clothing, but maybe it can, I don't know. $18 plus shipping. That's not too bad for being on away mode already for a couple days. We're gonna be down here for one more day, and it's just a beautiful place. I'm telling you, peaches to beaches. If you are wanting to go to a yard sale and you live on the East Coast, you know, like maybe like North Carolina, South Carolina, obviously Georgia, maybe, you know, northern Florida, you don't want to travel a long way, this yard sale, Peaches to Beaches, is really awesome. We're getting a really good deals. The big difference that we're seeing between this and especially the 127 yard sale where we stay in Tennessee is there's not a lot of vendors. You do have where the tents are and everything. So there's a lot of places with tents, which means that most likely we thought they were vendors. We stopped by one, all of them had yard sale prices but a couple. So it's like really, really awesome, because usually at the 127 you see where all the tents are and everything, you immediately think they're a vendor and they're gonna be high priced. We walked into the 127 before during the tents and they were selling like Griswold pans for $600. Y'all, you probably have saw that video. And it was like, this is insane. Like, you can't, that's just like ludicrous. For one pan, $600. I'm not saying it's not worth $600, but for us to go to yard sales looking for that stuff, that's just not gonna happen. So, but out here, the tent does not mean $600 Griswolds. Actually, we found Griswolds for $5 a piece. Pretty insane. Again, those videos are on the other channel. So what we're gonna do is actually, I might take you a tour around here really quick. I'm definitely gonna show you the scenery behind us because it's really nice. And Willow's out here on this nice screened-in porch. Even the screened-in porch doesn't protect you from the gnats down here. Nothing will. They bite Kayla a lot and they bite me a lot, but I'm the only one that shows the actual bites. So my arms are like covered in gnat bites. But check this nice water out behind you. So right there, that's through the screen because right now there's about 6 million bugs out there. And we do not have a dock here. The neighbor's dock is right there. And then over there is another dock. This house does not have a dock. If I owned this house, I'd definitely put a dock out that way. It'd probably be expensive, but well worth it because I'm guessing you could fish. You know, there are some boats. I see over there somewhere there's some boats. So that would be really cool. I'll tell you this, when the water went down there wasn't much water out there. So when the water's up, I'm guessing definitely fish come in these parts. But awesome scenery here. This is a very large house. It's 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, and we got the whole house. You're thinking, why'd you get such a big house when it's just you, Kayla, and Willow? It's because it was the cheapest around, to be honest with you. It was for where we are, the price of this was outstanding. We paid more money at the 127 on a 1-bedroom than a 4-bedroom down here in Brunswick. So a really cool deal. And like I said, they're the neighbors. You know, the houses are pretty big in this area. You feel definitely safe. There's another neighbor right there. Really pretty trees. Scenery is beautiful down here, so we're not complaining. This channel is like truly behind the scenes of what we do on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel, because that channel we put a lot of time and effort into, especially when we go on these road trips. And we know we do what solds on here and everything like that, but I kind of want this channel to show you exactly like how we do stuff on that channel, because it is a lot to get that channel up and running. So what we're doing here is that after we go to yard sales, we bring everything into usually whatever Airbnb that we have, and that's why we usually also rent bigger Airbnbs, is so we have the ability to come in and film everything. This stuff right here is the stuff we picked up on the first day of yard sales. This stuff is insane. I'm telling you this, go to the other channel. This stuff is crazy expensive that we got for super cheap. Then you have 2 things over there completely full. This Airbnb, and like I said, we clean up, obviously. We make everything nice and pretty after we're done, but we film a lot in these Airbnbs. And we tell them also that, you know, we're usually YouTubers and we film in their places, and everybody's pretty cool about it. And again, like, this place has a nice desk area and a huge kitchen here. Check this kitchen out. It is ginormous. And the outside of the house is definitely older looking. The inside of the house is awesome. I mean, like, renovated, brand new appliances and everything like that. Nice looking kitchen. It's a 4-bedroom house. They have an awesome living room area right here. There's a bedroom right here that we're not using. A huge closet, that's the front door. A very nice house. So if you guys do want the link, I'll tell you exactly down below, you know, what this one is. We would recommend this Airbnb for sure if you're in the Brunswick area and just want to relax, or maybe go down to downtown Brunswick, or you're coming to the Peaches to Beaches. But we're probably going to be renting this thing multiple times because it also has a 2-car garage. So, but we usually need these bigger places because we do film. We bring everything that we buy inside, sort it, and usually clean some of it like on these trips, film everything for the Bearded Thrift Machine channel, and then repack the car. So it's actually kind of a lot of work, but that's what we do. So what we're gonna do is actually get some food and then get ready for tomorrow, have a game plan. These yard sales, actually I met a ton of people out here there today. These yard sales are kind of hard to navigate sometimes. What we do is that we get a game plan prior. Like, actually yesterday we scouted the area where we wanted to go for Peaches to Beaches. We rode up and down the road. We bookmarked, Caleb bookmarked on Google Maps exactly where we wanted to go. So like, we saw some churchyard sales that had signs up, okay, go there, and we hit all of those places today. I think tomorrow we're gonna head more west and northwest on the 341 to maybe Jessup, or I think there's another one called like Baxter or something, or Baxley. We're gonna head up that way because they say there's a ton of yard sales up there. But tomorrow, I think we're going to be chasing yard sale signs for private houses having yard sales, because we've been getting steals of deals at those places. Second day down here, and we have some sales on vacation. We're gonna go over this really quick. It looks like we had a multiple order of the Embark Pets Country dog rope collar. One sold for $9.60 and then another one sold for $13.50. We had a Harley Davidson women's touring jacket, Armor Flying Diamond. That was the design actually on the jacket. Sold for $100 plus shipping. I think they were about $113 all in, which is a really good sale, especially when you're on vacation, right? Or not vacation, we're out yard sailing working, but I mean, sometimes it feels like a vacation. And then we had an Adams Idea Super S golf set sale, a 5 through 9 and pitching wedge, had the good matrix shafts on it, so for $162 plus shipping. That ain't too shabby. What happened today is actually in the garage, what we have here. I just love these trees though, real quick. Look at that tree. That's a nice tree. We ain't got trees like that where we're from. But in the garage, a quick glimpse of the stuff we bought today, and there was no possible way that was gonna fit with the stuff we bought yesterday and the stuff and Willow, so we had to rent a trailer right here. Actually, this is probably going to be our strategy from now on, is that if we're going to a yard sale, like a big yard sale like this, we're probably going to go ahead and just make sure there's one of these available, the nice 4x8s, and then not trailer our big trailer to a place, just pick one of these up. These are super cheap. It's like $48 to rent it, then you can put the insurance on it and everything like that, and you get 2-day rentals, unlimited miles, and with the insurance. So there's no reason to put so much stress on the car with an empty trailer. You might as well just go ahead and rent a trailer and then pull it back to where you're at and drop the trailer off. So that's gonna be our plan from now on, is probably just go ahead, especially for the 127. We usually load down the truck, or we usually load down the Tahoe with the thing on the top, the thing on the back, and then we have a trailer, and that just puts a lot of stress on this vehicle, and it's a little old vehicle. So I think what we're gonna do next time is just go ahead, reserve one of these out there at U-Haul. It pulls really well behind the car because it's shorter than the vehicle, so the air doesn't hit it like our other trailer. Much taller and a lot of wind resistance, especially when you're driving down the road, and especially up in those mountains. So I think we're gonna go ahead, and this is the strategy. I'm not gonna lie, like, it took us a long time to figure that out. It seems like it would be common sense to figure, you know, to say, hey, while you're there, just rent a trailer and pull it back. Super like cheap too. I thought there were gonna be a lot more money to rent a trailer. It's really not expensive at all. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and pack the trailer. We have some other videos to do for the Bearded Thrift Machine. If you wanna see those videos, we are gonna have a ton of Peaches to Beaches content, because we probably went between 50 to 75 yard sales in 2 days, which that's a lot of yard selling. Ending the Peaches to Beaches yard sale series on the Flip Squad. We much appreciate everybody watching. Excellent yard sale, like I said before. If you guys wanted to come down to a yard sale and you're close, this would be the yard sale to do it. A lot of yard sales, small areas where they're at, especially in Brunswick. So we'll definitely be back. We are back from Peaches to Beaches yard sales. I was gonna like video the road, but it looked like 95 for about 5 hours and Highway 17 for the other additional, whatever, how many hours. But this is what we brought back. I know it doesn't look like a lot because there's still a ton more that we could have filled up. We really like these little trailers. This is way nicer than that big trailer that we have. Pulls a lot better behind the car. Transmission didn't heat up. So that's what we're gonna be doing now, is renting one of these guys. Again, we bought a ton of stuff. As you can tell, we only filled up that much. I mean, we can fill this thing up about double or about triple more. What we're gonna do is get all this stuff in our storage unit, then we're gonna pull some orders that sold. We are in the storage unit. We're gonna just go over a couple more items that sold. I already went over a majority of the items that sold on our, away mode when we were down there. But on the ride back, we had the Baseball Hall of Fame men's Coopertown's baseball jacket, little bomber jacket sale for $48 plus shipping. We had a 2012 Chevy Tahoe OEM manual sale for $20 plus shipping. A Callaway Club sold, just a Heavenwood, that's what it's called, Heavenwood Club, $14. And our last mowing diverter tub spout sold for $12.96. So that's actually not too bad. I think it was like $1,400 or $1,500 while we were away, which was only 4 days. So that's not too terribly bad. We have a ton of listing to do, a ton of sorting. We have a Whatnot show coming up on Saturday, which is Kayla's jewelry. Then after that, we have a ton of stuff we picked up at the Peaches to Beaches for other Whatnot shows. So it was a really good time. Again, we would definitely recommend going down there and giving that one a shot.